What is up, everyone? I'm back. I have a little confession to make. So, you know how yesterday I went out to lunch with my dad, and then I came back and I made another video, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go take a shower and whatever, you know. Well, let me just tell you what happened. So, I ended up taking a shower. I did take a shower yesterday, but I took a shower like late at night because let me tell you what happened. So, right after I ended that video, um, I started to get really lightheaded, and I'm on ADHD medication, so I don't eat a lot. So, whenever I get like lightheaded, and it wasn't just like lightheaded, I literally like I don't know, I could like feel my body kind of going like that, but I wasn't going like that, but it felt like I was. So it kind of freaked me out. So I'm like, okay, you know what? Just in case I do faint, like I'm gonna go lay on the couch because I've seen people do that. Like when they know they're about to faint, they just lay down like on the bed or on the couch. So I went on the couch to lay down, and I kid you not, like once I lay down, I realized how fucking tired I was, and I was like, you know what, I could take a nap. But the only thing is, I have sleep issues, so if I take a nap, I don't know how I'm going to sleep that night. I mean, I take melatonin, so like I can sleep, but you know, I don't usually take naps when I'm on my meds anyway. So I'm like so tired because like the past couple days I've been up late. So I was like, you know, I could take a nap. So I went and I closed my eyes. And then what had happened was Charlie and Todd, they were outside barking. So they kept waking me up. So I got up and I went to go see what was going on. Charlie came in. Todd did not. So I thought, okay, as long as he stops. I went to go lay down, closed my eyes, he barks again. So I get up and I realized I could not see Todd anywhere. And that freaks me out when I can hear him, but I can't see him. Because he is a runaway. So I like to know where he is. You know, when he's in the backyard, it's safe, but sometimes because our gates they don't lock, so like you know, if the gate were to open, he could go out. So I started to wonder, oh my god. Even though I'm tired, I'm like, oh my god, like where is he? And then I heard his bark, and it came from the side of the house. So I ran, and he was locked in the side of the house, and he was just barking at my neighbor or something. So I let him out, and then he came inside, and then I closed the door, and then I close my eyes again and he starts crying. And I'm thinking, like, why is he crying? Does he want to go out? Does he want food? Like, and then I realized because I had closed my mom's door because he likes to sleep on my mom's bed. He has a bed in my mom's room, but what happens is he'll lay on it and then he'll go onto my mom's bed sometimes. So I closed the door and he started crying. And then I realized because I had an experience where he was crying because he wanted to go in his bed before. So I'm like, you know what? Maybe he wants his bed. So I got up. I said, Toro, you want your bed? And then he went to the middle of the door. He went to the bed. Give me 1 second. Hi, Nani. Yeah, mom. Yeah, yeah. I'm okay. Yeah, he's in Santa Rosa. Oh, I know. Nothing. I don't know. Mom said she's coming home like at 2 or something. Yeah, mom. Mom made some anda with like tomatoes and yeah, like yeah, scrambled. But like she added like onions and tomatoes and oh, okay, bye. It's my nanny. My nanny calls me every day. She's so sweet. And Nani is basically like grandma, but and then it's just like the Indian way. I mean, I have heard of Americans calling their grandmas Nani, but it's spelled differently. I don't know, but I just was raised calling her Nani, so you know. So So yeah, I opened the door. I went to his bed. I lay down and I took a fat nap. And I woke up at like 5:30, I think, or like 5 something. And I'm like, oh shit. Like, because I was supposed to take the garbage out and all that. And I'm like, oh man, like I have like 2, 3 hours to do that because my mom gets off at 8 and she gets mad at me if I don't like, even if I forget, which, it happens. Like I'm a human, I forget shit. So I like, and for me taking the garbage out, it's not hard, but it's just that my dogs, they get very upset when I go outside without them. They think that I'm leaving them. So they start barking and howling. So I was just like, oh my God, like, what am I going to do? So I took the garbage out. Charlie went through his doggy door and opened the gate and came out with me. And the thing is I used to take Charlie out with me, but Charlie isn't really, I don't want to say he's not friendly because he's very friendly. But the problem is that Charlie doesn't really um, come at other animals very friendly. When he sees another dog, he'll start barking and growling at it. And to the point that I think he actually wants to attack it because there was one time I took him out to like check the mail, I think, or to take the garbage out or put it in. And this guy was walking his dog. And so I saw it from like a good distance. So I'm like, oh, let me grab Charlie. So I grab him. And then the guy walks past with his dog. And Charlie was so ready to like attack this dog that he like sunk his claws into me. And that shit hurt. And he's like, rrr, rrr, rrr. And I'm like, Charlie, stop, stop. And he scratched me. And I think I still have like scratch marks on my stomach. Like, I don't know, like he scratched my stomach. It hurt so bad. So, like, he's friendly, but then he's not friendly at the same time. You know what I'm saying? And so I don't really know what to do with him because, I don't want him to get taken away because, if your dog seriously hurts another person or another, like, pet of someone's, you can get in trouble for that. So it's like, I really don't know what to do with him because, you know, like he's a good dog. He's very friendly. If you come to my house, he's gonna bark because all dogs bark. But once you give him attention, then you're cool. And I think it's the same with other animals. And when you're going for a walk, you're not stopping and saying, "Hey, hi, how are you?" You're just walking by. So he doesn't really know this dog, so he's gonna bark and growl. But if this guy were to come over to the house and brought his dog, Charlie would probably bark at it, but then they would sniff and they would be friends. Simple. Same thing with Todd. You know. So it's like I don't know what to do with him, but I love my dogs. So yeah, I just took the garbage out real quickly, and then I went inside because I didn't want him to like attack a dog or whatever. So I went inside, and yeah, then my mom came home, and she was like, when are you gonna shower?" Because I have like greasy hair, like naturally greasy hair. So I literally like even though it's not good to wash your hair every day, there are times where I have to wash my hair every day because if I don't like the other day, this guy that I'm seeing, he gave me a hug and he's like, "Your hair looks like it's still wet." And I'm like, "Oh my God, like it does." And he's like, "Yeah, you should go dry it before like you get sick." I'm like, "You know what? I will when I get home." And then after we left, because I see him at school, I'm like, "Oh my God." Like when your man says that, that's how you know you need to wash your hair. So that's what got me to wash my hair. I'm like, "Oh yeah." And I went and I washed my face. In fact, I have to wash this part of my glasses because it's hella greasy. And I think the grease is what's making this pimple right here like really juicy. So I'm gonna wash my like the nose part of my glasses and then I'm gonna wash the bridge of my nose because it's hella greasy. I mean, my dad said that any part of your body that has a corner could be greasy. So just know that. So yeah. Um, so then my mom came home and she made some eggs. I took a shower and I went to bed hella late because I just have some of the most annoying friends ever that like to call me late at night. for some reason, and they don't care that I said at night. They just want to hang and do stuff, and it's like, yo, it's midnight. I need to sleep. I have class in the morning. So yeah. Then today I went to class, and I've been playing SimCity Build It. I'm on and off, and I'm hella frustrated because um, I'm trying to find a place to put a school, and I can't find a place, and I can't like get rid of like different buildings because like they need a fire department, they need a police department, they need healthcare. So it's like, what the fuck do I do? You know, you know. But I'm gonna figure it out, and then I'll tell you guys. And like it's so greasy, it doesn't even stay up; it just goes down. See, that's how greasy it is. Unless all glasses are like that, I don't know. Um, I think I just have like naturally oily skin, and I think like as I've gotten older, I think it's gotten worse because I remember back when I just had like an oily like hairline, you know, and now it's like my mom, she has dry skin, and she's like, "You're so lucky." I'm like, "How am I lucky? Like, if I don't wash my hair for a day, I look like a fucking bum." Like, you're lucky because like all you gotta do is wet your hair and your hair looks normal. Like I have to literally scrub my hair. Hi Toddy, hi Charlie. So I'm probably gonna make another video later today. Maybe, I don't know yet. Because this guy I'm seeing, we have made plans for him to come over and meet my mom. My mom is not here right now. She's at a meeting in Sacramento. So she will be back in a couple hours. And then I'm hoping that he can come over and meet her. I'm kind of nervous because I live in a really nice house, and you know, he's not like the richest. Or not, I'm not gonna say, I'm not gonna use the word rich because that makes me sound snobby. He's not the wealthiest person in the world, but one thing that I love about him, or that I like about him, I'm not gonna use the word love yet. I'm taking it slow. Is that he's all about that money and he's all about that hustle. He went to school this week and asked his teacher if he could only come for 2 days because he has work. So, you know, he's all about that hustle, and I respect that. You know what I'm saying? And you know, people are so quick to judge people on what they do for a living. And what I don't understand is, especially if you yourself are struggling, why are you judging somebody else's job? Especially if they're making more money than you. You look dumb. And what I don't understand is when people are saying like you need to get a real job. What the fuck is a real job? Like it's fucking 2019. You don't have to fucking be a cashier at McDonald's anymore. You know what I'm saying? And it's like people don't realize that, and they're so quick to like, oh, you need to get a real job. You need to do this and that. First of all, see, what really irritates me is that when you invite someone to your house, or when your mom invites someone over to their house, and then they start talking about me or talking about my mom. Don't come over. If you have an issue with me or my mom, don't come over. Even if she invites you, just make up a lie. Sorry, I can't. I have a doctor's appointment. Oh, I don't feel good, you know? Or tell the truth. I feel like, you know, it's not. Be a real woman. The thing about my aunt is that, well, not my aunt. I don't know why I said my aunt, but like the thing about certain people is that, like, I don't know. I just have like a thing with people, and that's kind of why I like being alone. I don't really have a lot of friends, and I'm cool with that because you know I'd rather have online friends who, if they don't want to talk to me anymore, they can block me. Simple as that. Versus having fake friends who, you know, are cool to your face, and then when you're not there, they're talking shit about you. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck does this lighting keep changing? I'm apologizing for this lighting in advance. Um, you know, so that's why I like being alone. You know, people think it's weird that I'm always alone, but you know what? I'd rather be alone than go out and make friends with someone that turns out to be fake. You know what I'm saying? Because people can use you for hella shit. And, you know, I'm tired of that. I'm drinking coffee right now to keep me awake, if you're wondering. So, you know? So yeah, but yeah, I just have like trust issues with people, you know? So yeah, I totally forgot what I was talking about, but it's all good. So yeah, I'm nervous because I don't know what he's gonna think of my house. Like I already know he's gonna be in love with it. But like my thing is I was born like this. This isn't something that you know what I'm saying. I don't want people to think that like because my parents have all this money that I don't use my parents for money. I know people that like use their parents for money, and then they try to go around acting like they're the rich ones when in reality it's their parents. I'm not rich. My parents are rich. I'm not. I don't need to lie and say, "Oh, I'm rich." And no. There's no point. I'm not rich. I don't even have a car. You know what I'm saying? So, I can't believe there's really people like that. Sorry, I'm texting. I'm texting him. So, yeah, that's pretty much what happened. And then he's gonna come meet my mom, and it's all gonna go well. I know. I already know it's gonna go well because my mom's a nice person and he's a nice person, and he's afraid that like my mom is strict. My mom really isn't strict. Like my mom does have rules, but they're not like like my dad has some dumbass rules. And I'm not gonna lie. Charlie, what are you eating, Charlie? Charlie, that's why you throw up. Stop eating random stuff. Oh my god. My little dog Charlie, bro, just puts everything in his mouth. And what really irritates me is that he makes himself sick and he doesn't learn from that. He still does it. You would think that if you ate something and it made you sick, that you wouldn't eat it again. But not Charlie. I don't understand. I don't get it. Not even Todd. Todd, the hunter dog, isn't like that. Todd doesn't do that. It's just Charlie. And then he goes into my mom's bed and he throws up. So yeah, I don't know. But okay, so besides my boo meeting my mom, so I came home in a Lyft because both my parents are out of town right now, but my dad is coming back like later today. My mom's coming back in like a couple hours. So yeah. So I came home in a Lyft and my Lyft driver was lit as fuck. And he thought that I was an 18-year-old high school dropout because I go to an adult school, but not like for like a GED or anything. I'm just there taking this computer class. So he thought that I was like this badass girl that like dropped out of school and was like struggling. It was hella funny. And I mean, like in a way, I was struggling, but I didn't drop out. I graduated. And he was like, shit, at least you're trying. Like I gave up, but you know what I'm saying? Like my thing is if you're doing good for yourself, if you're making money, don't worry about because and he was actually spitting like real facts. He was like, my sister got like a nursing degree or whatever, and she's not even a nurse. She works at a factory. And that's real shit. Just because you have a degree doesn't mean that it's gonna be easier for you to get that job. You know what I'm saying? Um, Especially because nursing right now is a really popular job. So there's a lot of nurses. And so sometimes your place will be filled even before you graduate. It's crazy. And so like And depending on where you work, like my mom works for the county, and there's a lot of problems right now, which is why my mom goes to all these meetings because there's a lot of problems. And so, it's different. And just like Lily Singh or Superwoman on YouTube has a degree in psychology, but she's not a psychologist, you know? She's a freaking YouTuber. My thing is, and I heard someone got like a degree in computers, but couldn't get a job. Like his job got shut down and he couldn't find another job. So my thing is, if you're gonna, get a degree, get something well, not necessarily something but you'll get a job because you never know, especially depending on where you live. Like, you know, dude, there's this plant outside my window, like where the front door is, and I saw it move, and I thought someone was here, and I like, what the fuck is he doing? My dogs they're crazy. So I apologize in advance. Let me go get my dog real quick. I don't want the neighbors to complain. Dory! What are you guys doing? What are you doing, Dory? Dory! What are you doing? You crazy, Dory? Why are you being crazy? Charlie! Toro, don't be acting crazy, Toro. Don't do that, Toro. Nobody want to hear woo. Why you do that, Toro? Why you do that, Toro? Toro, crazy. Okay, I'm back. My dogs were like fighting outside, but they're cool now. They just fight over dumb stuff. They're siblings, so they play fight a lot. But Toro. So yeah, I'm just gonna chill today. And then he's gonna come over and meet my mom. But yeah, um, I don't know. I just honestly like. I feel like, and I'm noticing that I'm thriving better when I'm by myself. When I have other people in my life, it just makes everything more stressful because, like, I feel like I have to like ask permission from like my friends and like my family. Should I get the new iPhone? Because if I do, because like people like to make comments. You don't need the new iPhone, like you know, and it just makes everything stressful when you're around other people. But when you're by yourself doing your own thing, you don't have to worry about other people. So you thrive better. And so I think that's why, like at the adult school that I'm at, since I don't really know anyone except for Aaron, of course, my boo, and then Suki, the guy that thought, I'm gonna call him that, the guy that thought, um, it's easier to thrive, you know? So, yeah. So Dodo. So yeah, um, yeah, I don't know. I'm bored, but I think I'm gonna play some SimCity Build It and watch some TV, and then I'm gonna start getting ready maybe at like 1. I don't know because I don't know when he's coming because he's also out of town. My boo, his doctor's appointment is out of town. So you tired? You go sleepy, Toto. If you're tired, go to sleep instead of fighting people. You're so handsome. My Todd and my Charlie are so handsome. So yeah, so he knows Charlie. So Charlie will be really excited to see him, but he has never met Todd. So, you know. So yeah, I'm gonna go and just chill. And I might make another video later. I don't know. I'll see. Because I really don't know what I'm doing later, like after Aaron leaves. I don't know if one of my dads or if I'm staying here. I really don't. I actually think I'm staying here because my mom is off tomorrow and the pool guy comes tomorrow. Or wait, no. If she's off tomorrow, then I was gonna say because um I think I'm gonna come back on Friday, that's for sure. But I don't know if I'm staying here or if I'm going because originally she was like, "Can you stay?" Hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna go because people keep calling me. Bye, guys.